continuing our power ranking thing with the FGO servants, going by class and deciphering who is the strongest FGO character in terms of in-game and kind of IRL lore. Everyone say hi to the VOD watchers if you're watching on stream. Hey, if you're watching on the VODs, come check these out live. They happen every Tuesday until I'm not doing them, which will be whenever that happens. I'm just gonna make a little disclaimer really quick. That way I'm not repeating this over and over again. There we go. Someone's still going to come up and ask me, is this in terms of gameplay? And it's going to be on the screen, and that's fine. I understand that we have Fate players in the chat. So, you know. Yeah, we're going to go through, we're going to rate them, we're going to sort them on who is the strongest character. Now, let's lay down the ground rules, because I feel like I should do this. I've always do it in the middle of each of them, and I keep forgetting. The ground rules are, I've abducted all of these servants from Chaldea. They are going into a one-on-one match in a simulated city that I have created that they are completely unable to get out of. It is a part of no country, it's a part of no particular land, so nobody gets a fame bonus. And it has an average day-night cycle. So sun does come into factor if that's a needed thing. Night comes into factor if that's a needed thing. And it's an urban area with lots of parks. And every building is a different Midwestern American diner of some variety. Tsukihime fans would be mad about that disclaimer if they could read. I'm yet to meet a Tsukihime fan who's actually read Tsukihime. That's true, actually. So, yeah, completely neutral. Nobody gets a fame bonus because otherwise it's just like, well, Ku wins because he's in Ireland. Or... well, what if they're taking place and it's like all of a sudden they're like in Japan and Nobunaga's now the strongest character? It's just like, you know, we're not doing that, okay? So, I'm going to do this as impartially as I can, as possible. There's going to be biases because there's going to be biases everywhere. There's going to be some characters whose lore I know better than others, so that will also factor into it. But for the most part, I'm going to try and be as neutral as possible. So, y'all ready? Let's go. Ba 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 ba. Alright, we're already off to a bit of a rough one, even though it's not that rough. This goes to Indra, 100%. I love King Ashoka. King Ashoka has the potential to be a grand. So does Indra, except Indra has significantly more god power behind him. I think that King Ashoka is actually going to go pretty far in this, because in terms of lore, the dude is fucking cracked. But Indra is, well, he's Indra, so you know. Baby Van Gogh or Dobrynya Summer. Yeah, Indra's Indra. I'm not going to discount the fact that Indra is kind of him. You know what I mean? Dobrynya, I think, takes this. If this was Foreigner Go, it'd be a little bit different, but this is not Foreigner Go. She does have a big mech that she swings around with her. But Dobrynya... I think Dobrynya just kind of jobs her a bit. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. Don Quixote versus Britomart. Is Britomart a giant in her first ascension? That's an interesting question. I don't know if she is or isn't. It's definitely a big ascension, but I'm curious. I'm not sure. She's not. Okay. Isn't this a fight in Trom? If this was Tame Tomo, maybe. I think Britomart takes it Don Quixote is weird when you want to power scale him, because Don Quixote can temporarily become, like, that guy, but the problem is that look, Don Quixote can turn off fairy tale magic. Britomart is still a knight with proper training. I mean, if Don used his second NP, it would cripple Britomart, but I don't think that he could finish off Britomart, is the thing. I think Britomart is just too overwhelming. And this is coming as someone who would absolutely love to just say Don Quixote can pull off some crazy shit with his, like, with his abilities. Now, I'm not going to deny that he's got, like, a pretty cracked thing going on with his, like, fairy tale bullshit, but I think it goes to Britomart. Alright, Marianne, I'm sorry, but you're getting fucking mugged in the streets of Japan. This is like the stronger version of fucking Ryoma, and Ryoma's already very strong. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Cannon fight. I mean, it's Melu. It is Melu. It is Melu, but...
Ravioli, dragon, loli, phony.
Dragon, loli, phony. Hey, I've seen this one before. So yeah, there are things to take into consideration with this one. I do believe it is Melusine. Just raw, pure damage, it's Melusine. Because she is Albion. Well, she's Albion's hand, but still Albion. Percy does have the Spear of Longinus,
but Melu does remember Percy.
Which, by the way, I did look up how that spear is pronounced. It is actually pronounced Longinus. I always called it Longinus, but apparently it is Longinus. Damn, girl, I heard you got that Longinus.
Melusine is around 4.6 billion years old, meaning she has the power of mystery backing her up.
Look, I don't want to call it that either, but I looked it up. I looked it up on how you say that. Look, people could correct me on my pronunciation for a lot of shit. Somebody made fun of me because I said, how do you say, like, how do you say, like, ocean or sea in Italian? I said mare. Is it mare? Or mare? Or something like that?
She has trauma after seeing what happened to her Percy. Do you think she will hurt him? Make a Did you know video on Percy about that.
I mean, I could, but, you know. Creator of the GIF says it's GIF just because it's official doesn't make it right. Look, I'm just reporting what I'm telling you. He does have the Spear of Longinus, and that does give him an advantage because it is a very, very powerful holy relic. That said, is it weird to say that Melusine's too fast? I think Melusine is too fast. Like, I'd say that her greatest advantage outside of her, like, strength is that she is ridiculously fast. And so I think that just kind of... If he can get her... I guess if he can get her, like, he could win, but even then, I don't think so. I think it goes to her. And more often than not, it goes to her. Okay, well, this is a weird one. A character who kills servants or servant that literally cannot die.
I mean, you go fast enough, speed eventually becomes strength.
Yeah. Morning. I mean, Eris. This is the tiest tie I've ever seen. I don't think it is. I think that Eris has a chance, but the problem with you is that you barely dies. And she chooses to die, and she dies in a massive explosion. As strong as Eris is, she is still just a human. I mean, she can go toe-to-toe with servants, but, I mean... You... Eris NP cannot kill you because you canonically cannot die. She's immortal. You cannot kill her. Yeah. But that's the question, though, isn't it? Can Eris's spear that is supposed... Can Eris kill immortals? Am I wrong about that? Is Eris able to kill immortals? I know she can kill servants, but can she kill immortals? She does have her horse husband's spear. Yeah, Medusa Lily is the one that can kill immortals. I guess the other fucking weird thing about you is that... I need to do a little more research into this. Is you actually a servant, or is she just kind of there? Which, if you don't understand what I'm asking with that, there are quote-unquote summonable servants in FGO that canonically you don't summon, they're just kind of there. So take for instance somebody like Mysterious Heroine X. Like, she's not a summonable servant, she's just kind of there. Yeah, that's another one. Qin Shi Huang. We don't summon Qin Shi Huang. He literally just shows up and is just like, hey. Or yeah, BB or Chloe, or technically the Ilias. Actually, the whole Prilia cast for that matter. They all came through like a weird-ass portal and they're just kind of like hanging out. Do you know what? This is, to me, this is unstoppable force meets unmovable object. We're gonna tie that. I just did a video about you today. One really big Leviathan, or a lot of very small Leviathans.
So I wasted my clearance for MHX if she is already there.
Yeah, canonically, she's there. So... I think it goes to Canis just based on... She has the divine blessing of Poseidon. Well, they have the divine blessing of Poseidon, rather. But melts people. Well, okay, I spoke out of turn. This version of Canis does not have the Leviathan. That's their rider form. Well, they can be functionally invincible at sea, but in my scenario, they're not. There is no ocean. We're in a city. I think it goes to melt. If we're talking Chaldean, I think it goes to melt. Oh, but yeah, well, melt does melt things. Well, okay, the moon cell is bullshit, but we're not in the moon cell. We're in the Klidge cell. Hell in a cell with the goat man. I mean, I guess the fucked up thing is that... Well, okay, you can't drown Canis. Canis has sea god privilege. And a body that's impenetrable. The problem with having a body that's impenetrable, though, is that just because it's impenetrable does not mean it can't be melted.
Or melt can just call her son and mess her up.
The Klidge cell, TM. Hell in the Klidge cell. The Melt Lancer's NP doesn't work. God damn it. My bias says that in a raw fight between the two, I would favor Canis, personally. Now I'm thinking, what if they're in the ocean? I think I think it's Canis. Bradamante or Kage... I think it's Kagetora. I'm pretty sure it's Kagetora. Bradamante's interesting, but Kagetora is pretty fucking cracked. Well, Kagetora's deal is that she's the avatar of a god of war, and as a result of that, is imbued with supernatural strength. This is in opposition to someone like Bradamante, who is a renowned knight and has a lot of magical artifacts. I guess, okay, here's the big thing that gives somebody like Bradamante an edge over others. One of Bradamante's weapons purposefully disarms the other person that they're attacking. The problem is that Kagetora has multiple weapons, so even if you disarm the one, she's fast enough and skilled enough to immediately go for the next thing and fucking murder you. Like, she's a good enough warrior to do that. But that logic Astolfo...
That logic Astolfo should be top tier.
Well, we'll talk about fucking Astolfo when we get to him. I think it goes to her. This is gonna sound weird. It goes to Chin because Chin kills bandits. Infamously, Ibaraki is a bandit. She has an immediate advantage based on that alone. Everybody forgets Qin Liang Yu exists, except you shouldn't, because she's the entire reason you're here watching this right now. She's why I make Fate content. I owe my whole Fate career to this beautiful woman. Yeah, unironically, this is Ibaraki's worst matchup, with the only other worst one probably being Tsuna. When you come to Klidge channel, but it's Chinese. Ni hao. Arish is going to go pretty far in this tournament, I'm not going to lie. Arish is kind of crazy. If we're talking raw lore, Arish is pretty crazy, and I don't think the Valkyrie are going to have enough to stand against that. Parvati, also very interesting. God of Spear? No. A tale as old as time, baby. This is a lore fight, and in terms of lore, Jaguar Man wins. In the canon fight, doesn't Jaguar win? Doesn't Taiga beat her? Doesn't Taiga absolutely kicks her ass? I think that people just remember that Taiga is, like, kind of dog shit in
Close
FGO.
enough. Welcome back, Babylonia.
Yeah, right. Like, even though she's a divinity, I think that even though she's a divinity, I think that she's just too strong. Wasn't Ketz there? No, Jaguar Man fucking bodied the entire Chaldea crew. Yeah, Taiga's gonna be so weird to rate. I know she has divinity, but I mean, we saw it. We saw it happen.
Tiger was in the jungle though.
Taiga was in the jungle, that is true, but I mean, what is a city but a concrete jungle? Yeah, Taiga does have one of the highest divinities in Chaldea, which is crazy. Vlad murders the child. Which way, Western man? Getting roofied or getting stalked?
Yeah, have you not been playing Z? That is a jungle and a terrifying one.
Yes. Tamamo, I think, takes this. Kiyohime is scary, but Tamamo is scarier. They should make out Yuri style. I agree. Vimblevin, thank you for the resub for 16 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back.
We must kill the children.
I agree. Lancer Lee is such a weird one to rate.
I am not scary, I am loving.
Well, your love is scary, Tammy. Look, he's weird to rate, but I don't think that he's beating Artoria. Yeah, wrong Miniat is kind of crazy. Now there's a fight. Okay. So, okay, for the knee-jerk reaction that I imagine most people have is that, oh, it's Karna, right? It's got to be Karna. I guess the problem is that isn't Lancer one of Fion's weaker forms? Yeah. I guess that is kind of a thing. I think Saber is better for. Yeah, well, welcome back, America.
Miss Pegger, go defend your mans.
Does Fion have divinity? I'm pretty sure he does. Fion is just King Arthur, but Irish. Yeah, I think Karna takes it just because this is not a good class for Fion. But I do want to just say that Fion, I don't think, is going to catch too many strays out and about here, because even like this, he is still insane. Like, the dude has infinite knowledge. He has infinite knowledge, he's got the martial arts skills, and he's an insane warrior. Well, people sleep on Fion because his in-game gameplay is really kind of not great.
But Karna canonically negates 90% of incoming damage.
Well, yeah, Karna is Karna. Karna is built different. We were talking about it when fucking Indra showed up. It's just scaling Indian servants is going to be kind of weird because they're all just Dragon Ball Z characters. Like, literally all of them are just DBZ characters. If you're right, I agree. If he could get past Karna's armor, he could do it. I don't think he can,
Man-eat
though.
salmon gets infinite knowledge. Woman-eat salmon gets bones tucking throat. It's me. I'm the woman.
Well, damn. Hi, Shisho. Yeah. Yeah, dear, look, I'm not going to discount Diramid either.
Welcome back, America Part 2.
Right? Oh. Leonidas versus Roma. My gut reaction is Roma. Right? It has to be.
You should make an actual BDZ scale for Hindi servants, comparing them to actual DBZ characters.
My problem with that is I don't know Dragon Ball Z as well because
Who's
I've not
the
really
badger
kept
name?
up with. I've not kept up with DBZ since after the end of the Boo saga. 1 second, I'm gonna make a really loud noise to my mic.
But Leonidas stood his ground against powered-up Gorgon.
Do we click the stronger one? You know what? It would be kind of cool if I could figure out a way to set up a click map. That way people could actually, like, vote in real time. Maybe I'll try and get that figured out for when we do the, like, the everybody. But I don't know how to set that up. Maybe we do. Yeah, Leo is... it's got to be Romulus, right? I think Romulus is just, like... He's just too strong. You thought you were about to sneeze your brains out? I muted my mic and blew my nose. You click both Karna and Skullhawk. Do we click this? Yeah. Whoever is the stronger one, we click. It's Protoco. Ben K is gonna probably get his fucking pockets run. Just because Ben K isn't the real Ben K. This is fake Ben K. Real Ben K, I would say, has a more of a fighting chance, but this is fake Ben K. Murder the child. Hold on, let me get that image really quick, fellas. One of my favorite images that I've ever commissioned. Here we go. There we go. Perfect.
POV, we're outside the Denny's.
Shout out to my buddy Chris, who I commissioned to draw this. You can follow him at Lord Christardes on Twitter, or go read his webtoon about Greek myth, which is really good and has a lot of hot ladies in it, a lot of hot buff ladies in it. You know what? When this comes out, I'll link this in the video. Actually, I'll link that in the video so people can go check that out. Anyway, Ku murders her. Oh, the amount of child murder in the Lancer section is crazy. Why are there so many children that are Lancers? Why is that a thing? Bro's gonna hit her with hollow purple and she's just gonna turn into that Ash baby. It's gonna be crazy.
But would in Dracula child?
Yeah. Yes.
Would you stop killing children for 5 minutes?
Medusa Lily died once, yes. Okay, the Sea of Milk argument is actually a little bit compelling, but not enough.
The archer class is made up of archers. Meanwhile, the lancer class is made up of children.
It kind of is. Yeah, Ashoka.
For just pennies a day, you can help a child escape Kleja's stream.
Don't say that. That sounds fucked up.
Miu, seeing Indra, you're a Lena. It's 2 a.m. and I'm awake because a child fell down the stairs outside my door.
I'm sorry to hear that, but also welcome. Yendigo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Debrinia is a dragon slayer. Is Bishone a dragon? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know, because Bishone is a serpent. But serpent and dragon aren't always the same thing. Okay, she is. She is a dragon. According to your short... So, okay, look. According to my short... Yes, I understand that. The problem is that what is true in real-world history and what's true in FGO are not always the same thing. But I mean, she's in myth. She's a dragon slayer. That alone takes her pretty far against Bishone. Bishone is strong, but I don't think she's beating Debrinia. I do think she's beating Van Gogh. I do think that she is beating Van Gogh. This is a weird one. This one is kind of weird because it's a true dragon and then a dragon god. Which weirdly enough, I think the true dragon is stronger than the dragon god.
I saw this battle in my GSSR pool.
I don't think it's a tie. I think Melusine still takes it. Melusine is very strong. They do got the power of love. That is true. Oreo did not manage to be a full dragonization. No, she's a how do I want to put this? She's a mass of divine flesh that manifested into a serpent god.
What's love to a nuclear warhead?
I think Small Dragon beat Big Dragon because Small Dragon just need to kill Dude, not Big Dragon. And while I do believe in the defensive powers of Oreo, I believe in the speed of Melusine more. Ryoma's speared, well, it pinned down Oreo. And technically, it's the same spear that Eris is using. So it's more so fighting divinity rather than fighting dragons. And last I checked, she's not a divinity. She's just a dragon. Yeah.
I'm sure his spear pinned Oreo in many ways.
I love how Ryoma arguments are basically this guy has a strong wife.
Remember, guys, Morgan blackmailed Malu to take it easy during the Fate Night Cup.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, Divine Spear versus Divine Spear, Japan. I think Ryoma takes this because Oreo is just that strong. But, okay, somebody remind me. Does Percival have myths of slaying dragons? That are in the actual Arthurian canon and not stuff that's added later? I know he kills witches. I know he's encountered the Kingfisher. I don't recall him being a dragon slayer. He probably kills giants. He almost certainly kills giants, but I don't think he's a dragon slayer. And the Spear of Longinus is kind of just a fucking, like, nuclear warhead as a spear. Well, okay, here's the thing. People think the Knights of the Round Table slay dragons because that's what big medieval wants you to believe. What the Knights of the Round Table actually kill more of is just giants, like giant humanoids. That's what they're actually known for going and killing, is giant humanoids and witches. Big medieval, big Ren Fair wants you to believe that it's dragon slaying. That's not to say that dragon slaying isn't a thing. But that's not necessarily a Knight of the Round Table thing. That's like a Beowulf thing. That's later medieval, not early. Are the giants and witches just Viking guys? No, they're just Welsh. Would killing Big J count as killing a god? If so, Longinus would have an advantage. Yeah. Does Jesus count as a god? Is that well, no. Does he count as a god as opposed to capital G God? What rank divinity does Jesus have? These are the questions. If you believe in the Holy Trinity, yes. No, Jesus is a human, not... See, okay, we have arguments going. This is why I had to ask. This happens in Sympho... oh god, that laugh made me lightheaded. Oh, Jesus. How well did Percy do against Mel? Okay, in the canonical fight that happens in Lost Belt 6, technically speaking, Percival kills Melusine but dies in the process, and that's while Percival is like super roided out, if I'm remembering right, and Melusine is weakened. And even then, he didn't kill her. He just quote unquote won the fight.
Jesus' position in divinity fleet depends on the ranking of his master's preferred mythological beliefs.
You know what? I would buy that. Actually, he did kill... He really did a bad job of killing her, considering that she shows up again. I mean, I guess the thing is that... Oh, yeah, okay, yes. She's in the process of dying, but she was able to live long enough to still, like, use her power and interfere after being hit by that. So I think even on those grounds alone, I think Melusine is stronger than him.
You killed me, but I survived.
Yeah. Percival passive unlocked, Anti-Jesus EX. Anti-Saints EX. God, this is weird, isn't it? All of this to determine if he could kill Oreo. This isn't even counting Ryoma, who also has a divine spear. I think that due to extenuating circumstances, I think it goes to Ryoma and Oreo. I think depending on who comes next, I think Percival has it. This is...
Jesus here even kill Jesus if he is already passed and basically healed that soldier.
Oh, that's so funny. Ooh.
Percival fights giants and dinosaurs are giants.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
You know, this one's weird. Because my gut reaction is Vritra, but I know that Eris has that, like, that secret shit. Okay, but, like, let's back this up a little bit. Because this, okay, yes, even if Eris can kill Vritra, Vritra is still immortal. If you have to take time to reincarnate, and that takes longer than, like, instantaneously, then I'm gonna count it as you losing. Like, if you have regenerative abilities, but it takes you, like, a full week to come back, I'm gonna say that you lost that fight. right? The difference between somebody like Yume Ren is that Yume Ren explodes and then immediately reforms. I mean, it takes like a couple, like maybe a minute at most, but she like does that and then comes back.
But virtue lasts to Indra.
Yeah, but Indra is fucking God. Does she know to throw bubbles on her? That's the question. Does she know to throw sea foam onto her? Look, you can be anti-divine all you want. Vritra is a literal wall. She's a personification of a mountain. Like, her whole deal is, like, she's she's just a metaphor for, like, dams. Natural dams blocking the flow of water.
If I remember in my Bible camp correctly, the Longinus has the blood of Christ on it, which should give it anti-demon evil properties.
I mean, that's fair. Oreo is neither of those
Isn't this
things.
Summer Eric, therefore win.
No, this is normal Eris. Summer Eris is an Avenger. It's Vritra. Whatever. Welcome back, welcome back, Olympus. Well, this is going to God King Romulus. He's gonna be a pretty tough one to beat. He's gonna be a pretty tough one to beat, I'm not gonna lie. Gareth, I love you so much. I love you so, so much. I don't think you're beating Kagetora. Actually, this is weird. So here's the thing. In terms of lore, Gareth is as strong.
Another child dies.
Gareth is as strong as Sir Lancelot. Not stronger, but as strong. She can hold her own against Lancelot. Now, can Lancelot beat Kagetora? Gareth is not a child, she's just very baby. I think that God damn it. It's the thing where Gareth is literally a potential man. Which is to say that Gareth has all of the potential to become the singular strongest Knight of the Round Table, regardless of what anybody wants to believe. She can. But she doesn't because she's murdered at a younger age. I don't think that she's beating Kagetora, though. Unfortunately. Kagetora is just kind of sick with it. This one is a little bit more interesting.
So what you are saying is Gareth should summon Mahariga.
This is a very interesting matchup. Is it weird that I think Bradamante wins simply because she has the tech? Bradamante has the anti-knight tech to disarm Gareth. Gareth, I don't believe, needs her lance, necessarily. I mean, shit, for one of her Buster cards, she headbutts you, and that does even more damage than her spear. Tie, maybe? I don't think it's a tie. I think it still goes to Bradamante. Bradamante is a weird one to rate. Bye. Bye, Chin. Does Qin Liang Yu beat the Valkyries? It is a 3v1. That is true. I'm gonna count the Valkyries as all three because they operate as a unit. How many? We're gonna count the three that you can summon. You get Ortland,
Like
Hilder,
only that of
and
them.
what's her name? Run. Ortland, Hilder, and Smough from the Lord of the Rings. Thrud, thank you. Well, the NP's different. The NP summons more to throw them, but the three that you summon, they operate as a unit. I think that they beat her. I mean, I love Chin. I don't think she's beating the Valkyries. If for no other reason, they can fly. I don't think Chin has a way to deal with that. They can literally just fly above her and throw shit at her. Like, she can jump in the air and do some shit, but, I mean, it's... Yeah. Ooh, same artist.
Does that mean when we do assassin you count all 6 Valks?
No, when we do Assassin, it's going to be the 3 Valk again. Actually, I think the 3 Valks in that case are all separated because they're different spirit origins. Okay, here's the thing. Parvati is like the gut reaction, except for the fact that Neza is insane. I'm pretty sure Neza is so scary that the gods in China were like, we need to fucking do something about it. The gods in China were like, we gotta figure something about this guy because he's kind of fucking with our whole deal. And Parvati, unfortunately, is not a fighter. Right, if this was Durga, different story. Because Durga has Kali, and Kali is a fighter. Parvati herself, I don't believe, is not a farter. She's not a fighter. Yeah, Neza goes toe-to-toe with... Does she fight Wukong in Journey to the West? Or in the, what is it called? What's the other one? Not the Water Margin. What is my other... What's my other Chinese classic I can't remember? The one that has fucking Tai Gong Wang and Huang Fei Hu. Somebody help me. It's on the tip of my fucking tongue. Investiture of the Gods, thank you. I think it goes to Neza. I think Neza, if this was not Parvati but somebody else, if it was like Durga, I think Durga could beat, but I don't think Parvati could. I think it's Raiko. Is it okay? Is it is it weird that I think it goes to Raiko? Because technically speaking, Taiga's a delinquent. If you see her her third ascension, she is a delinquent, and Raiko has advantage in that regard. Conceptual advantage spotted. Taiga is a god? Taiga can be a god, but she has a spear that kills gods. That's the issue. She has the Spear of Indra, which fucks things up a bit. On top of being Raiko, who is, you know, already a really powerful warrior. I think it goes to Raiko. This is not even close. Bye, Vlad. I think it's Arthur. Rongo Bongo, kind of crazy. Rongo Bongo kind of nutty. Anti-male. He can be the god of the spear all he wants. He's gonna get kicked in the Would Li Shuwen
Husband,
care
how
about being
dare
kicked
you.
in the balls? You ever seen that video of like the Shaolin monks or whatever who are like training, and then there's just like one guy just kicking another dude in the dick over and over again, and he just does not react? Can I go on a Baki rant? Always. He's still human unless he's a berserker. He is still human, but brother's got that discipline. Also, I'm pretty sure... Doesn't this fight happen in the Moon Cell? Or is that in the Nero route? I still think it's Tamamo. I think he could beat Kiyohime, though. I do think that he could beat Kiyohime. I feel like Kiyohime is strong, but Lee... Baki mode disengage. Ancient techniques in some martial arts have training to forcibly protect vital man areas by bringing them into the body. Yeah, that sounds like some shit that could happen in Baki. Like when they shoot the dude in the head and he moves his brain. His brain perfect dodges. Ooh. Interesting. This one isn't as cut and dry as people may think. I do believe it's Karna. On an initial glance, I think it's Karna. But... shout out to anybody who's read Prototype and knows what Brynhild's all about. Shit's crazy. Or what's it called? That piece of a glass moon sky of ivory on top of a tower of a red garden with a green arrow, or whatever the fuck Nasu names his stupid-ass bullshit. What's it called? Reflection in the sky? Like a silver-lined sky or some bullshit? What do they call it? Oh, Karna 100% is a beloved. Are you kidding me? Fragments of sky. So yeah, some stupid... They just be putting words together. I remember doing the "Can you guess this noble phantasm" thing with my buddies, and my buddy Chris was just like, "They're just fucking throwing shit together for these names, huh?" It's just kind of like, I mean, yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's not wrong. It's just like, I mean, yeah. She's very strong. Karna again is just fucking. He's so good. He's so good. I think it's Fion. I think it goes to Fion. Yeah, Fion would know the tech, 100%. Fion would know the tech. How? Because Fion is insane. I understand that a lot of people, like, okay, I need people to do this with me. If you're watching this as the VOD, take a deep breath. You need to set aside what you think about these characters in terms of their gameplay. Because if we're looking at them from a gameplay perspective, Fion is worse than bad in most scenarios. Now, in terms of raw lore, Fion is crazy. He's just King Arthur, but omnipotent. Fion falls for her mid-fight and gets murked. No. Yeah, Fionn also, yeah, he canonically won a Holy Grail War. He did actually do that. I'm gonna go with him. Is evil ass Artoria a divinity? I think she has a low tier divinity. I'm pretty sure she's got a low tier divinity. Let me check that really quick. Sweetheart, where are your passives? No? Okay, maybe not. I do believe it's still Skahawk. I made an entire video about how this is the most, like, underutilized potential villain for a character that they have. Because being the Wild Hunt is one hell of a fucking advantage to have. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. No, it's not a tie. I'm pretty sure that Skahawk takes it. But I do believe that she could be Diarmid. Oh yeah, no, she is well. Okay. Wild Hunt is such a weird thing because the leader of the Wild Hunt, we have a couple of them in Chaldea. You know who else is a leader of the Wild Hunt? Fionn. But also so is Francis Drake. And Sigurd, yeah. King Arthur as well, yeah. The thing with this rendition though is that this is a character who's embodying the Wild Hunt versus is a person who leads the Wild Hunt. Oh no, dude, you're gonna see Fionn be ranked decently high because I'm not gonna let people job that boy because believe me, he's stronger than the eyes would have you perceive. Morning. Roma or Hector? I think it's Roma. I'm pretty sure it's Roma, right? He does have... Hector has the better spear. What do you mean? His spear is Rome. Hector is Achilles level, but Roma is so weird. Yeah, Imperial Privilege EX is kind of... It is very much a big thing. Yeah, it goes to Roma. Okay, but I don't think Leonidas beats
Dana
Hector.
Cannot be broken. Hector is an accomplished general Achilles level. This Roma is only the emperor. He's not Rome itself like poor Enos.
I understand what you're saying. I respectfully disagree. However, Hector beats the rear guard here. Trust no one, not even yourself. I mean, it's gotta be older coup, right? It's a dog fight. Which dog you got your money on?
Rome did nothing but start the mid-tier empire.
It could be a mid-tier empire, but that mid-tier empire is why people speak English today. So you know, I'm not gonna sit here and deny the influence of the Roman Empire.
but older Chu has died more times.
I think you shouldn't click on Cuckoo is
Proto
better.
Chu
I
is summoned
agree.
with a fake gay badge. His prototype master forced him to use
there.
arc.
I'm pretty sure Liz beats Ben K. Liz is so weird to rate. Because Liz, fucking weirdly enough, Liz has feats. But they're always like, she pulled this out of her ass. She's Bugs Bunny. She's the Bugs Bunny of Fate. Bye. Bye. Okay, here we go. Is this Fate lore or Myth lore? Both, because both are relevant. Unless there's like a direct contradiction that Fate makes with the real life lore, I'm gonna count the real life lore in it. Does this list have the new Liz? Updated from September 11th. So, I don't believe so. Schizophrenia or Dragon Slayer? Normally when I see that combination in the street fights I host, I usually go for Dragon Slayer, but I've seen Schizophrenia pull through before.
Has Big Man Bima popped up?
Bima's not showed up yet, no. Well, both aren't in their natural classes, but the problem is that Duryodhana... What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Dobrynya is in a better class than in her rider one. This is one that's more affinity. She has more affinity with. I'm gonna give it to her. I believe Bishone also murders the child. Okay, now we're in the preschools again, baby. Child with pickaxe or child with schizophrenia? Again, normally in the street fights I host, I go with the child with the pickaxe. The child with the pickaxe also does have a mecha with a drill hands. Who's on the left? That is Van Gogh
Minor.
Lancer. Hello, Ark. Can the child with the pickaxe fly? I believe the mech that she has can.
Yes, college. I also like watching children fighting in the street. Van Gogh Minor.
Well, Van Gogh's a painter, but FGO's Van Gogh's fucked up, dude. FGO's Van Gogh's fucked up, dude. There's a lot going on in that one. So I can't comfortably be like she's just a painter, because it's much more complicated than that, unfortunately. I'm leaning more towards Van Gogh, but Miyu is still Miyu, and Miyu herself is not a weak character. I'm gonna give it to Miyu. Ooh! Now this is a fight. Check this shit out. Oh my god. I know that. Hey, wait, I know that person. I've seen their stuff before. I don't think Melusine. I still lean on the side of Melusine. But yeah, this one's fucking rough. This is a rough one. Can Bima do anything against Vort? Yes. Yeah, this one is very close. Unironically, if Bima punches her once, he could probably blow her in half. Would it be a tie? Okay. Of the characters that are in the Mahabharata, I believe in terms of raw physical strength, Bhima is the one. Bhima's the
You're
strongest.
underestimating Malu's resilience.
I am not. Believe me, I understand that she is insanely durable. However, what if it's a snuggling competition? Oh, it's 100% going to Bhima then. Are you kidding me? What? Yeah, in the Mahabharata, somebody who knows this a little bit better than I can, but from what I've read, Bhima is the singular strongest person in that story. I think the only one who might come close to him in terms of raw strength is Ashvathaman, but he's stronger than his older brother. He's stronger than Arjuna, who's also fucking strong. He's stronger than Duryodhana. He's stronger than Karna. Isn't Krishna strong? Oh, Krishna's a god. Disregarding gods. Like, setting gods aside. Yeah, I'm talking strictly physical strength. Yeah, look. If we're gonna start power scaling the gods, then we're gonna have some very interesting conversations. But yeah, this one goes one way or the other because it works like this. If Melusine does transform, then she has a better shot. But Bhima is fucking built different. I'm gonna say it's a tie. This one's a pretty hard one to judge. I'm gonna say it's a tie. I cannot definitively say one way or the other who comes out on top more often than not. Well, okay, if it's who's faster, it's Melusine. But here's the thing. I can picture it as Melusine going in for a punch. She hits Bhima, and Bhima immediately reacts and grabs her. And then does the Omni-Man train scene to her. Well, this one goes to Ryoma, much as I love Britomart. Percival as well. God, Mary Anning is going to get jobbed so hard because she is not a good fighter. She controls lightning. Look, Britomart is pretty strong. I don't think she's beating Percival. Ooh. I think Dawn takes this. I think Dawn takes this because homeless deer fight. Dawn is a giant cheat code, and even if she were to summon her, dinosaurs, those are technically giant windmills, but you know. Well, okay, Anning herself is not a giant, but she summons dinosaurs that would be. And other than that, she has lightning power, but I'll be honest with you, this portly old man, I think, can take it. Guts buff is live? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna give that a shot. Yeah, Mary is gonna get kind of bodied a lot. Yeah, Vritra's hard to rate.
Yay!
Vritra's very hard to rate. Joker's Ace, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Yeah, God versus God. Romulus casually Misatsu's Vritra. Okay, yes, Vritra can only be, quote-unquote, defeated if you use Seafoam. Her weakness is Seafoam.
As far as Pair Identity Zero is literally mankind overcoming its obstacles.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Lancer class is full of monsters.
Yes. Yeah, I think it... Yeah. The one whose entire legacy is overcoming adversity versus one who creates adversity and gets off on it. Rome is not made of Seafoam? No. But I think he could figure it out. Now this is weird. Canis would have Seafoam. Canis would have Seafoam. She has the ante. They have the ante to get around it. The problem is, I think Vritra still takes it. Why is Vritra weak to Seafoam? I don't fucking know, dude. I just know that that's the weakness in Myth. Yeah. Is Canis even that strong? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Canis could probably be a 5-star if we wanted to, like, just look at Myth. Like, here's a reminder. Just a reminder for everybody on how Canis died. Canis died in the Centauramachia, which was a fight against centaurs when they were a human. In centaurs, in terms of strength compared to human, are like, I don't know, I'm just gonna say 10 times stronger. And Canis was ripping through those ranks. In order to kill Canis, a bunch of centaurs had to go onto the side of a mountain and rip off literally every single tree on the mountain and throw it at them, until it buried them into the earth and they had to suffocate because you can't stab Canis. I think that Eris would go to, like, take a stab at Canis, and Canis would immediately shoulder check and murder her. So, sorry, Eris. Why can't you stab Canis? Canis has impenetrable skin. It came with the gender swap. And yeah, Canis is an Argonaut as well. They gotta stand for something sooner or later. As soon as she's up against, like, servants that aren't going to job her immediately. Which Melt might... I feel like she might be able to take this version of Melt. I feel like she has a better chance against this version of Melt. The problem is that Melt is Melt. Eris has a boat? They don't make trans guys like they used to in ancient Greece. Yeah, back then when you were trans, you had impenetrable skin. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to those days. You gotta get that divine contract. Well, maybe not the way that Canis got it, because that was, you know, you don't want that. I think it goes to Melt still. God of War versus God of Death. How strong is Eris? Eris can fight and kill servants. In her own story, she can. This goes to Eris, I'm pretty sure. Kagetora is strong. I don't think Kagetora is beating an underworld god. Because while she's an avatar of a god, this is an actual god. I do believe that she could take the Valkyrie, though.
Feels like the Lancer class is full of both powerhouses and weaklings.
Yes. Yes, as a human, well, as a half-human, because she's half-servant, like her mom was a servant, Eris is able to fight and kill real full servants. Now with her as a proper servant... Actually, is she a proper servant? I don't know. Yeah, I think Kagetora takes that. Weird. Is it weird I think it goes to Bradamante just because she has the tech? Can Brad deal with air advantage? Bradamante has the hippogriff. Like, Astolfo's hippogriff is Bradamante's. That belongs to her. That's her mystical horse. So yeah, she can fight them in the air. What's the group that Brad's in? The Paladins of Charlemagne? Why'd he steal it? He didn't steal it. He's borrowing it. That is true. Gungnir is a thing. And I think that also the numbers advantage is not good for her, because she can disarm one, probably not all at the same time. I'm gonna give it to them. And she does beat Chin, though. Gareth, I believe, also beats Chin. Does Neza beat the Shadow Prefect? I lean more towards Neza, personally, on this. How Super Liz doing? She's not showed up. I don't think she's in this list, unfortunately. The Indra Spear is very powerful. But the problem is that Neza is so strong that gods are afraid of her.
Neza survived Volcan.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to her. Does Parvati beat? I think Raiko beats Parvati. I think Raiko beats Parvati. Can Parvati dodge the spear? Yeah, she's a god killer and has way more martial prowess. I understand that Parvati has the spear of Shiva. The problem is a lot of Parvati's power just comes from that spear. I'm not saying that Parvati is necessarily weak, but she isn't a fighter. Raiko is a fighter. I'm gonna give it to Raiko. Controversial opinion. I think Parvati beats Jaguar Man, though. I think that the Divine Authority in this case is too much for her. I think it's Taiga. I'm sleeping on Jaguar. Believe me, I'm not sleeping on her. I think it goes to Taiga. I think it goes to fucking Hozoin here.
Funny Baldman.
Yeah, I think he can... I don't think he would hesitate either. I think, yeah. Okay. Rongo Bongo versus Babylonian Bullshit. My money is on Enkidu. My money's on Enkidu, because I feel like Enkidu can overcome... She's a divinity too, I'm pretty sure, yeah. She's the goddess Rongmeniad. I'm pretty sure it goes to Enkidu. I think that she's... Depending on who comes next, I'm pretty sure that Artoria is going to win. But Enkidu is just so... It's just so strong. Can you explain Enema Elish weakness? No. It would take too long in a stream that's going to be already like 3 or 4 hours long. I don't think it's a tie. I think Enkidu wins. Enkidu can bind her, and if she's bound, she can't use Rongmeniad. I imagine that she can probably get one Rongmeniad off. And if that doesn't, if it lands, it has the chance to kill. It probably would kill Enkidu, but I mean after that, Enkidu binds her and then it's over. Yeah, my money's on Enkidu. Bye, Vlad. Bye, Vlad. Bye, Vlad. Goodbye, Kiyohime. Goodbye, Janta. Okay, baby, here we go. Welcome back, America. Who do we have here? The woman who kills the gods, or Karna? I mean, my money is on Shisho, personally. Didn't Scott Hawk lose against Ku Alter? I mean, yeah, kind of. Karna is very cracked in lore, but so is Shisho, is the thing. Well, Karna fought Arjuna Alter as Super Karna. This is not Super Karna. Does Karna have anti-divinity now? Is that a thing? I might just tie this one. This one might just be a tie for me. Yeah, I think this is... I'm gonna just say a tie. I lean Fionn. I lean Fionn on this. She's very strong, but I lean Fionn on this. I think Fionn ekes this out. It's a hard fight, but I think he ekes this out. Yeah. Do you have a behind the servant on Fionn since you seem to love him so much? Here's the thing. I'm actually not the biggest fan of Fionn in lore. I just happen to know a lot about Irish mythology. And I don't have a behind the servants on him yet. I have one written for Diarmid, though, that I'll put out eventually. I just not finished it yet. What does Lalter even do? She's the leader of the Wild Hunt. And she...
Give me the behind the servant, Klage.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how big of an ask that is for Fionn McCool? Like, listen, there's a reason why I've not done a behind the servants on Cuchulainn or Gilgamesh. Well, actually, Gilgamesh wouldn't be that hard. On Cuchulainn or Arthur. Or characters like that. Do you have any idea how much research I have to do to make those, like... To like, make a video like that? That shit goes crazy. I don't believe... Evil Artoria is a beloved, which gives her an advantage. I'm going to double check that right now. She is not. 3-hour video? Yeah, right? Behind the Servants, Part 6, Fionn. Could Sigurd beat Evil Artoria? Yes. Let me give it to her. I think Brynn takes this out because of... Yeah. If you're curious about that decision there, If you don't know the lore of Prototype, it took every servant in the Holy Grail War in Prototype to come together to beat Brynhild. I think that Ku can beat... No, he has Imperial Privilege EX. No, he has Imperial Privilege EX. What would it take to beat Imperial Privilege EX? In overwhelming force. Which, mind you, Ku has that, but the thing is that Ku is strong. He does happen to rely on the efficacy of his spear, though. Which isn't to say he's a bad warrior. He can kill without the need for Guy Bulg. Can Romulus stop Guy Bulg? That's the thing, is I think with Imperial Privilege EX, yes. I do think that with Imperial Privilege EX he could, which is why I lean more towards Roma here. It'd be one of those things, just picture this with me. Roma gets stabbed, and then he grabs Ku's head, and then just beams of Roman light fly out of his face. I think it goes to him. Huh. I think it goes to Ku. I think mythological figures... Yeah, I think he takes it. However, even though... Okay.
Is my old man. He's smart enough to beat Chu, I think.
Theon, 100%, yes. I don't think that... Is it weird I think that Hector beats this Ku? The less mature Ku? Move to Hector. I have to stop hesitating as much because we're going to be here for too long if I do that. Can he get through his defenses? Yes. Big drink. I think it goes to Liz. Weirdly, no, I feel like if I give this to Liz, someone in the comments is gonna fucking kill me. I think it goes to Liz, though. Goodbye, Benkei. Alright, here we go. I think it goes to Indra. I'm pretty sure it goes to Indra. As much as I like Melusine, I'm pretty sure this is an Indra fight. Like, Melusine's good, don't get me wrong. Melusine is probably going to be number 2 on this list. But this is 100% Indra. 100%. Like, this one isn't even a doubt in my mind. It's just Indra. Melu is crazy, but Indra is built different. Like, he's built different. I'm pretty sure Melu beats the Pillar Man. I think Ashoka wins this. I'm pretty sure Ashoka wins this. Stop sleeping on Ashoka? Okay. Pause what you just said there, because you're insulting me by saying that. Do you not understand that right now the people who are fighting are in the top tier? This is like the best of the best people who are currently fighting. And Ashoka has made it this far up. The reason why he's like even up this far is because he destroys everyone below him so far. The reason why he keeps losing is because the people who he's up against are crazy. Even though right now I'm like, yo, this is an Ashoka fight. 100%. I'm not sleeping on Ashoka. Not at all. Even as Lancer Ashoka, I mean, shit, they mention in fucking Ordeal Call 4, motherfucker qualifies as a Grand. Do we get a TLDR for Ashoka for NA players? Ashoka is a... How do I... Okay, goddamn. I don't know if I have time for a TLDR, but basically, the dude is... He helped to spread Buddhism throughout the entire world. He was a warlord who was converted, and because of his overarching influence and accomplishments, when he became a servant, he is now, like... His power level is insane. You had Ashoka lose to Nikita? No? You are remembering that wrong, which is why Ashoka is on top of him here. And even though she's a Dragon Slayer, I don't think she's slaying Oreo. I don't think she is. Sorry, if you hear me muting, I am blowing my nose. I lean on Percy. I'm pretty sure this is a Percy fight. They would be buddies, but yeah, this is a Percy fight. Britomart is weird. I guess that the issue with Britomart is that the Britomart that we summon is not the actual Britomart. The Britomart that we summon is Britomart's daughter, who's inherited the name Britomart. So she's less experienced, which makes me say it probably goes to Dobrinya. Why isn't Britomart a pretender then? Game is bad. How good is Ryuma's wife? Insanely good. I lean on it being Bishone. I lean on it being Bishone. I lean on it being Britomart. Don Quixote's... God, who is the more mentally ill person? Who is more mentally ill? Not a giant, though. It is not a giant, but... I think it goes to Dawn, yeah. Could Miyu beat Marianning? She has a Grail, though? No, she is a Grail, though. I think it's Miyu. I think it's Miyu. They would just go mining together. These two wouldn't fight, they just go look for dinosaurs. Could her dinosaurs eat through her mech? I'm gonna say no. Ooh, interesting. What's my favorite dinosaur? I like Pachycephalosaurus. I think it goes to Rome. I'm pretty sure it goes to Rome. Erish is strong, but, I mean, Roma is fucking disgusting. Yeah. Can Erish beat Vritra? I think canonically no, because Vritra can't die. So I'm pretty sure it goes to Vritra. I'm pretty sure Erish beats Canis, though. I think Kagetora beats Canis. Do they? Canis is a Greek Argonaut. What am I saying? Yeah, that goes to Canis. Kagetora beats Melt. They do go out drinking after, yes. Valkyrie, I think, beats Lambda. Now, hold on. I can't hold on. We're at 50% and the stream's been going for almost 2 hours. Is there any summer servant that's not just a joke? No. Every servant in the game is a joke, summer or otherwise. Kagetora doesn't have anything balanced. Yeah, that's true. I think it's Brito or Bradamante rather.
And suffering await you.
Dragonbreaker 97, welcome to the Goat Lads. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna give it to her. Can Gareth beat Melt? I don't think so.
In the first place, then Melu, my prediction now to have breakfast people run.
I am taking into account the Leviathan Melt Purge, yes. I think that even with that, I think that Bradamante could beat her. I don't think Gareth can. Gareth is all defense. She's the Knight of the Round, but the Knight of the Round has to deal with a witch that can melt everything. Could Eris beat Gareth? One of these days, Eris is not going to get jobbed. Actually, I think Eris actually has the advantage in this fight, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Sorry, no, that's an Enkidu win. That's a Rongo Bongo win. Weirdly enough, kind of lore fight. This kind of happens. kind of. Investiture of the Gods, I'm pretty sure Neza fights Daji. Or maybe doesn't fight Daji, but they're involved. Does Neza have balls here? No. So the anti-male is not going to come into effect because it's female body. Also, Neza more or less just accepted the fact that they're a female. Like, fuck it. Well, Neza was a dude. A lot of people in Fate were dudes. I lean on this being Neza, just because this is also not the normal class for Tamamo. Caster Tamamo, I feel like has a better shot at this, but I think Neza right now goes here. I think Raiko 100% takes out fucking Tamamo. Does the Spear of Shiva do enough to take out Tamamo? Oh, by the way, I don't know if I ever shared this publicly. I probably have. But for Dragon Breaker 97, go to the community tab and you get access to shorts and videos early for being a YouTube member. So thank you for that once again. I give it to her. Who is the goofier cat? Is Tamamo stronger than Koyanskaya? It depends. It really depends. Who's the bigger joke? Well, I mean, that's Taiga. I think Taiga jobs her. Okay, well... Monk losing dick. Ooh, I would... Okay, speaking of fights I would pay to see. Li Shuen versus Hozoin? I'd pay to see the fuck out of this fight. Are you kidding me? I think it goes to Hozoin. I'm pretty sure it goes to Hozoin. No, not Hozoin, sorry. I'm pretty sure it goes to Li. I'm 100% sure it goes to Li. Because while Hozoin was a monk who trained in the way of the spear, Li actually actively used it. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's the person who trains and who hones their skills but never uses them versus the person who does and actually does use them. Yeah, Lee fought Skahawk. I mean, well, that doesn't stand for very much other than the fact that he did it, but he did. I think it goes to Vlad just because of an NP diff. Are we in Romania? No. I think it goes to Vlad. I think the NP diff is it's a little bit much to deal with. Well, I do believe that Hozoin could deal with it for a little bit, and I know it's not as insane as it is in, like, as it appears in, Apocrypha, but it's still... It's very overwhelming. I think he takes it. Goodbye, Kiyohime. Same artist, okay. Yeah, Extra Vlad still makes Pikes do that, yeah. He's still the Impaler. It's just, with Vlad in Romania, he can make them appear anywhere and almost instantaneously. If he's outside of Romania, it has more wind-up to it, and it's a little bit more predictable. But he can still make an area of that Kiyohime has the big scary bell. But yeah, I don't think she could block the Mystic Eyes. She won't get charmed, that's for sure. But, you know. Yeah, I think that goes to her. This one goes to Shisho. Imperial Privilege EX is pretty good, but Shisho is... well, she's Shisho. If this is normal, or if this is Romulus Kieranus, I'd have more of a discussion, but I think even just like God Romulus being God Romulus is actually a disadvantage here. I think Fion also jobs him. His knowledge is enough to get through Imperial Privilege. He could find the out. Fion can find the out. I'm just watching Fion in chat. Every time Fion shows up being like, I gotta watch my boy actually get some fucking recognition. I think that this also goes to Lancer Alter. I think. Is Wild Hunt pretty good? Wild Hunt is known for destroying entire cities. Okay, is he beloved? Is he beloved? I'd imagine that he is, right? He's not beloved, and he's... okay, he's not a beloved. So actually, he has an advantage. Yeah, he's not. He's not beloved, and he's Enema Elish nullifying. Bryn hates Rome. Brynhilder, in terms of lore, is incredibly powerful. She is still very strong. Could she get through? Could she get through Imperial Privilege EX? She does have ruins, that's true. Yes, Bryn can use ruins. I think this one goes to Bryn. Okay, though, sorry. I feel like Diarmuid's not gotten any... Diarmuid keeps getting fights that he's going to lose. Coup? Yeah, well, Diarmuid in Myth is both a swordsman and a spearman. In FGO, the way how he normally has it is he has his spear and then their matching sword. And depending on the kind of fight that he goes into, he takes which one accordingly. He has one that will always kill, and one that just hurts a lot. So if it's a battle of life or death, he'll take the one. If it's a battle that's for like suppression, he'll take the other. That kind of deal. I think it goes to Ku, though. I think it goes to Hector just because Durandal is so strong. I do think that he can beat younger Ku. I do think that he could beat younger Ku. Because he's still a very experienced warrior. He's still a very strong warrior. I think he can. I think he gets through it. Shiva versus Roma. I say Shiva, I meant Indra. Oops. Yeah, sorry. I did an accidental racism there. I apologize. I'm thinking of Shiva because of Raiko, and... No, wait. Raiko has Indra's thing. Yeah, I'm being bad. Well, Roma is not a Grand here, because you can't summon a character in a Grand Graph. Bro is tired? A little bit, yeah. It's getting late. We're only at 65%. I'm pretty sure it goes to fucking Indra. Indra's just too fucking strong. Like, again, a reminder for people. Indra spends the majority of his time in a fight lounging in a chair as he has his Gakis and elephant chair fight for him, and then when he stands up, he's like, alright, time to end this, and he fucks people over. This isn't a discount Roma at all. Roma, I'm pretty sure, is going to be number 2 in this, but... Well, hold on. Watch this. Can Romulus beat Melusine? This is a fist fight, yeah. This is a boxing match in a ring. I don't... You know what? That's actually a pretty good description. A dragon capable of destroying a whole country versus a whole country. Kyrannus does have 9 lives. Shit, dude. Okay, additional question. A bonus question. Could Bhima beat Roma? Let's frame it like that. Do you think Bhima could beat Roma? That'd be a real fist fight.
In this corner we have the Roma himself, Romulus. And in the other corner we have the one-hit jet, Melusine. Everyone make some noise.
I think it goes to Roma. Can Melusine beat Vritra? I think that she could. I think that she could. Vritra's very strong, but I think that she can get through it. Is Poseidon hot or not? Well, there's a picture of him in we see in FGO. I think Melusine can overcome this. I think Ashoka can beat Vritra. Ain't that some shit? I think Ashoka could beat Vritra. It would be hard.
Ashoka wins befriending Vritra.
I mean... Is shock revive? Yes. That shit's crazy. That shit's insane. I think that he can get through her. I'm pretty sure he can. I don't think Ryoma and Oreo are beating Vritra, though. If Vritra can't die, how did it die? Well, they die and they get reincarnated. It's not that they can't die. They can die, it's just they come back. How do I say this politely? You've been making some awful calls here, Klidge. That's fine. You can make your own list. There isn't a polite way to say with it. I'm not trying to please everybody. This is my list. If you want to make your own list, go to this website. I would love, genuinely, love to see y'all's rankings. Because, you know, we're not all going to agree on some things. I understand that people can get frustrated with me on this. My favorite is the comment I got that said these have to be rage bait at one point. If that is your takeaway from these, then you're an idiot. Like, no, it's just called having a differing opinion and probably knowing more than you do. But, you know, we all value things differently in terms of lore. We all see things from a different perspective. And that comment about knowing more than you do is not aimed at you, that's aimed at the person who left that rage bait comment in particular. But yeah, if you do make these, you know, post on Twitter, tag me, and I'd be very interested to see what you guys think. Click on Irishman, I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, you're right. Don't worry, we're 2/3 of the way through. I think it goes to... It probably is Canis. Oreo's very strong, but Canis is very, very hard to kill. Could they figure out that you need to suffocate Canis? I don't think Kagetora beats Canis, or beats... I don't think that Kagetora beats Ryoma and Oreo. Strong though she may be, the dragon is very strong. I don't think Jesus Christ, I don't think Kagetora beats Percival. Longina's kind of crazy. I don't think Dobrynya beats Kagetora. I don't think Dobrynya beats the Valkyrie. How does this work without displaying images? There's no names. I have no idea. I've never tried it. I think Bradamante. I think Bradamante. I think Bradamante just has the tech. 69 sorted? Nice. I've never noticed that she has a little tie. That's really cute. Unfortunately, I think this goes to Melt. Dobby does have a dragon. I don't think the dragon matters that much, to be real. I think that Eris can beat her. I think Eris could beat her. Yeah. How? She kills servants is her big thing. The reason why she lost so much at the start is because the servants that she was fighting just simply outclassed her. Gareth or Dobrynia? I lean towards Knight of the Round Table most of the time. Yeah, Chin's not winning that. Chin's not winning that. Chin's not winning that. Chin's not winning that. Chin is winning that. Okay, baby fight. Here we go. I'm pretty sure it goes to Miyu. Magical girl bullshit. I think Oni bullshit beats Van Gogh. Again, once we get to extra classes and we have, like, the actual proper foreigners, I think foreigner Van Gogh is significantly scarier. I'm gonna say it's Ibaraki. Ooh, God Killer Club. By the way, Klidge, some streamers are getting in trouble for mixing YouTube comment feed with Twitch feed. Are they? A big VTuber got hit? Why? I'm very curious as to why that's a not okay thing. They separate the chats, otherwise they get in trouble. Is it because you can't moderate the comment section or some shit? It draws people away from the website. Well, maybe they should fucking run their website better. I don't know what to tell. Like, I mean... I'll keep it in mind. Don't tattle on me. I didn't know that Miss Multi streamed. Hell yeah. No, this is a YouTube chat. Just one. No. I didn't take it as such. That's a completely fair warning to give. I think there's plenty of other stuff drawing people away from the... Yeah, right. Well, Enkidu's not divine because he's not a god. He's just made of... He's clay. He's made of clay. What's Enkidu's attribute again? I would assume he's Earth, or... Yeah, I'd assume he's Earth. Let me double check that. Where is... my boy? Oh, he's heaven. Or I guess, what would that be, sky? Yeah, he's sky. Sky makes sense. Holy shit! £2 donation. Or sorry, what is that? Not pound. The euro? €2 donation? Shisho Win, Ruin Primordial Sky, Godslayer Gate Sky. Thank you for the donation as well. The super chat. Yeah, I think Ruin bullshit does carry the day here. That's a euro? Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the currencies of the world. I'm very, very ignorant, unfortunately. Is this just a bad matchup for Enkidu? Kind of. It's just ruins are also fucking... What ruins does Skahawk have? Whichever ones that she needs, because the narrative doesn't explain well enough. We know that she has ruins that can get people, that can get servants pregnant for some reason. We know she can do that, so what else can she do? I'm gonna say Shisho. I don't think Fion I don't think Fion can beat Enkidu, though. I'm sorry, what? If you're curious about that, because I mentioned it a couple of times, that is 100% confirmed as a thing that could happen as of Summer 1. But yeah, Fion doesn't win this. I don't think Fion beats Wrong Mediad. Wrong Mediad's too strong. I much as I love him here, I don't think he's got it. Can Fion... Surely we can pretend Fion's serving container is more jacked than it really is again. I mean, we could. I think Neza. I think Neza. Okay, in this instance, I think Fion has a better shot. I think Fion can win this one. Who's stronger, Saber or Lancer Artoria? Depends on how you define stronger. Lancer Artoria has Wrong Mediad, which is very powerful, but Excalibur is also incredibly powerful as well, so it's kind of like... It's difficult. Yeah, I give it to Fion here. Ooh. Wild Hunt. Well, it should be mentioned that, again, Lancer Fion did win a Holy Grail War. Which, I mean, like it or not, that is a hell of a feat to have. I think it actually goes to Lulter. I think this is Brynhild. Is he... I think it goes to Raikou just because of the Divine Artifact. I think this one goes to Bryn. The Sphere is powerful, but I think Bryn is... Yeah, well, yeah, Imperial Privilege goes crazy. Does Ku die to Shiva's Spear before he can hit her with Guy Bolt? You know, thank you for the gifted sub to Joker's Ace. Please be sure to say thank you. Why is Raikou associated with Gozu Tenno and Indra when in IRL lore she's associated with Gozu Tenno? Because Gozu Tenno is Indra, that's why. Gozu Tenno is the Japanese version of Indra that was brought over. and appropriated and mixed in with a Japanese god to more familiarize it with the character, or with the deity. Brynhild's Beloved does affect a lot of her matchups, yes, but even without them, Brynhild is very powerful. I'm gonna give this to... Could Ku kill a god? Yes. Could Hector kill a god? No. Taiga. Tamamo. Okay. Hector versus Lee. I think Hector. I'm pretty sure Hector. I would like to watch this one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Diramid, actually. I'm pretty sure Diramid could pull this off. Because he's all technique, but he's got cursed objects. I think it goes to Diramid. This one... I think equipment is what factors into Diramid's win there the most. He just needs to hit him once, and then once he's hit and crippled, I think it's kind of over for him. I think Lee could beat this version of Ku. I'd actually really like to see this. Could this version of Ku, who has runic magic, beat Vlad? Li Xuan kills in one strike. This is a reminder that he has a 3-hit Noble Phantasm. Well, yeah, Guybold can rewrite. It's 5 a.m. and Klidge is streaming. Yeah, dude. Welcome. Also, good morning. Happy 5 a.m. Vlad has D-Luck. Noted. He won't survive. This one might be a tie. He won't survive Guy Bulg, but I think that he could probably... Nothing goes to Ku. Well, I'm glad I didn't tie, because now we're going to see this fight. Lizard versus Vampire. I mean... I've not caught up on Redline in a couple of years, actually. I need to. This fight does happen in Extra. I think it goes to Liz, right? I think it goes to Liz. Oh, that's right. Vlad is anti-evil. I don't think Liz beats through Hozoin. I just don't think he's getting through she's getting through Hozoin. Could Liz get through Mystic Eye? I don't think Liz can get through Mystic Eye. Ooh, Lizard Girl fight. I think Liz wins this one, though. Yeah. I think Leonidas. I think Leonidas wins this one as well. Ben K gets jobbed. Child dies. Home stretch, fellas. I think this is the last stretch. Even though she kills gods, I don't think she beats Indra. No, I think Indra is the strongest Lancer. He probably is the strongest Lancer. She is spec'd for killing gods like him, but... Well, she's spec'd for killing gods in Irish and Scottish lore. Indian gods are a bit different. They're built a bit differently. And he is an upper echelon god, which does factor in. Yeah, you know, it would be a good fight. I would like to see this fight, but I think it goes to Indra. Well, yeah, the big three are there. It's what remind me. It's Shiva, it's Brahma, and it's Krishna. Is that right? Those are the big three. Am I remembering that right? Forgive me. I'm not as well versed as I should be. Vishnu, sorry. Is it Vishnu? Is it not Krishna? Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma. I mean, whoever it is Vishnu? Okay. Krishna, if I remember correct, is an avatar of Vishnu. Okay, well that might be it. Point being, Indra is still pretty high up there. Yeah, he's in the upper echelons of that pantheon. Krishna is an avatar of Vishnu. Okay, gotcha. I have an approximate knowledge of many things. I think it goes to Roma. I'm pretty sure it goes to Roma. I'm like 95% sure it goes to Roma, just because a lot of she shows advantages don't come into play here. I think that he has more advantages against her, so I'm leaning more towards Roma. Could Melusine beat Skahawk? Yeah, I'm not discounting Shisho at all. It's one of those things where, like, right now these are the top tiers. You know what I mean? Like these are the singular top seeds. What happens if Guy Bullock hits Melu? It hurts her and then she regenerates, would be my guess. I think these two end up as they would become really good sparring partners, or they would hate each other, one or the other. Melusine, but I'll watch your video anyway because I like you. Got her just a few moments before she appeared. That's a sign. Yep. You heard it here first, folks. Watching Klid streams gives you better gacha luck. I think that as a fighter, Shisho is more skilled. And she has runes, which are very powerful. In terms of raw strength and speed, though, I'm pretty sure Melusine has her beat. So it kind of is the rock, paper, scissors effect of who's going to throw the right one first. Yeah, Melusine, I mean, I'm not going to say she's not a fighter, but Shisho is like a martial artist. Yeah, Melusine would need to transform to win this, but even then, I think Shisho could eke it out. Could Shisho take a hit from Hollow Heart Albion? I don't think that Shisho would get hit by it, is the thing. I think that she could outpace it. I'm gonna say Shisho. Oh, it's not about whether she can tank it or not. It's whether she can land the hit. Is Melu divine? No, I don't believe so. I think Melu can beat Enkidu. I think Melu could beat Enkidu. I'm pretty sure Melu could beat Enkidu. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that pick. I'm pretty confident that Ashoka could probably beat Enkidu. Is Ashoka divine? I'm interested. Hold on. I would think he's just man. But let me double check that. He is. Okay, never mind. He is, so he has a disadvantage here. If that's the case, then maybe this is a tie. I could see this being a tie. Who's my favorite Lancer? My favorite Lancer is probably Gareth. After that, Qin Liang Yu. I'm gonna say tie. Can Rongo Bongo get through the immovable object? Rongo Bongo is very, very strong. Is it enough to get through? I think this is a bad matchup. I kind of get the impression this is a bad matchup for Artoria as well. Just because the immovable object is quite immovable, if you could believe it. I lean more towards Vritra in this instance, and that's not to discount Artoria. No, shit, this is not Lion King level Wrong Meaniad, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think it's getting through. I do, however, believe that Wrong Meaniad could probably get through Erish Kigal. This one, I feel like she can get through this. No, because this is not the Lion King. This is a different version of Artoria. This is a what if Artoria. Different characters, even though they look the same and this was released at the same time. They made that as confusing as possible. Trust me. Could she beat Erish? I think it goes to Wrong Meaniad. I think Erish could beat Neza. I do think Erish can beat Neza. I don't think Canis could beat Neza. Maybe, actually, hold on. Well, they've got impenetrable skin, but they're a tactical nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Neza. Fion or Canis. I lean towards Fion in this case. He could figure out the out. He could figure out the out. Is Canis a woman here? Canis is gender unknown. If you're gonna ask if Canis would fall for Fion, the answer is no. Canis is not much of a romance person, if you will. I think it goes to evil Artoria.
I love Fion, but he's the type of guy who'd suck his thumb for wisdom during a couple spat.
Oh, 100%. The dude would be like, alright, you know what? I'm gonna go consult the voices in my head and start sucking on his fucking thumb. I lean more towards Canis in this instance. Raiko has the spear. Do you guys think it could get through the... Yeah, it probably could, actually. Yeah, Raiko is anti-divine. Runes. Is it weird? I feel like Canis is actually Brynhild beloved. I'm like... Yes. Canis is at a disadvantage here. God. Jesus. Between ruins and being a loved one, that's a pretty rough one. Yeah. Can Canis get through Imperial Privilege EX? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that they could. Okay, I do believe that Canis could beat Ku. Ryoma could beat Ku. Could Ku beat Percival? Who has the stronger spear, Longinus or...
Not even gay bug can pierce Percival's chest.
That's true. Maybe a tie? It might be a tie. I'm gonna call this one a tie. War God or Parvati? I lean more towards Kagetora, but could Kagetora survive the Shiva Spear? I think Kagetora just has sheer force. I don't think I think the Valkyries are getting zapped out of the sky like bugs on a summer's night. Sorry. Millicent has no speed drag, making her near incomprehensible. So yeah, we've been going through that. The bugs are, but why does that not work anymore? What the fuck? Is it weird? I can just picture Taiga just jumping from one to the next and just ripping their heads off.
De bugs are back.
Thank you, Goat. In terms of sheer force, I lean more towards Jaguar Man, fucking Taiga. But they can make the fucking... They can make the big scary spear. And it's a 3-on-1. Could Taiga deal with the... Yeah, they do have ruins, yeah. People are gonna be like, dude, why are you about to say that Taiga can beat Bradamante? Well, it's because Taiga can fight unarmed and be fine. I think that she just kind of runs her pockets a bit. I think it's Bradamante. Bradamante has the tech. Okay, in this one I lean more towards Tammy. Can Hector beat penguins? What a fucking weird question. Can Hector beat penguins?
I can destroy that beak.
I think so. If this was normal Melt, I would say different story. I don't think he knows what penguins are. Sorry. Can Hector beat Leviathan? You're right. I am so sorry. I don't think that liquefying would be the ideal way to avoid that, because I feel like the heat from that nuclear bomb of a spear would evaporate her if she did. But I could see that. Could Eris... Oh, that's a weird one. Could Eris beat Hector? I don't think Eris could beat... Even being anti-servant, I feel like Hector is just a step above. He just ever so slightly has the advantage. I don't think she could beat Diramid either. Diramid, he has the equipment for it. You're not beating Lee. Lee is functionally just a guy. He has ruins in this form, but could Eris get through this? I think so. Could Gareth get through this? Yes, I think so. I don't think Dobrynia could. Could Dobrynia beat Vlad? Okay, the way how Eris works, to my understanding, I could be understanding this wrong, is that, yes, she has the advantage against the vast majority of servants because she does have the knowledge of them, she can decipher who they are, and that gives them a huge bonus. The problem is that even if you're able to identify somebody, if they have a power advantage over you, or they have a very obscure weakness or no real weaknesses that you know about or have access to, then it doesn't matter how much you know about them. Is Vlad's not a dragon, is it? Is he? No, yeah, symbolically. Alright, I need to just kind of lock in the ones that, like, I'm vibing with on this. I'm vibing with this, I'm leaning more towards Vlad. I lean more towards Dobrynia. I lean more towards Bishone, Britomart, Dawn. Hozuin probably. Anna. I think Chin takes that. I think Magical Girl bullshit beats that. I think Liz beats Ibaraki. I think Leonidas wins that one. Alright, Snake or Oni. Just because I think that she's... I lean on Ibaraki here. I lean on Kyo here. I lean on Benkei here. Van Gogh, Marianning. We're done. Okay.
You heard it here first, folks. The power of calculus beats demons.
Let's take a look, shall we, fellas? Number 1. Indra. Yeah, I think that tracks. I think that's fair. Indra feels like the right choice. Number 2. Romulus Kiernis. Number 3 is a tie between Skahawk and Karna. And then a tie for number 5 is Melusine and Bima. Then we have tie for number 7 is Enkidu Ashoka. Then we have Vritra, Lancer Artoria, Erish, Neza, Fion, Artoria Alter, Raiko, Bryn, Romulus, Canis, Ryoma, Ku, Percival.
Lancers are just that crazy.
Lancers are very, very strong as a class. Here, let me, There we go. Escape the Matrix, thank you for the sub. Let's just look at the rest of these now, too. We have... At the bottom, Janta Lily, I think, yeah, that tracks for being the weakest. We got Marianning, Van Gogh Minor. This one is I'm like not confident at all in the placement because I need to read the event. And then Van Gogh, Benkei, Kiyohime, Ibaraki, Leonidas, Liz, Miyu, Chin, Medusa, Hozuin, Don Quixote, Britomart, Bishone, etc. But I think what most people care about, genuinely for the most part, whenever they see these, and if they're gonna, like, they're probably just gonna skip to this part in the video anyway to be like, who'd he say? I don't want to watch all this. These are your number ones. I think Indra is absolutely the strongest. It's kind of hard to think of someone who could beat him. Roma's pretty cracked. Shisho and Karna are tied. And then Melu and Bima are also tied. And then I think the rest of that after that is also pretty solid. So, you know, pretty good. For now, though, fellas, we're going to call that there because it is 11 o'clock at night and I got work in the morning. So, we got good work done here today. Decision making and jokes is my favorite part of these rankings, more so than the ranks. That's what it's here for, is for the fun times. People, genuinely, if you're watching this because you just skipped to the very end to see where this is, if you're going to take these ranks as me saying that this is the declared tried and true, everybody in Fate who plays Fate Grand Order believes in this, absolutely not. These are all based on my own opinions, and this is all done primarily for fun. Power scaling is done for fun. It shouldn't be this thing where you're like, you hunker down and you're like, I'm going to actually figure this out. Because in reality, how a lot of power scaling works, especially in the Fate verse, the Nasu verse, is that it's like, I said this in the previous video too, it's rock, paper, scissors, but there's 1,000 different combinations of shit. But you know, it's all in good fun. And once again, if you'd like to do this yourself, I'll probably have this linked in here as well. Once more, fill this out. At me on Twitter, or, I don't know, join the Discord and ping me for it or something. I'd love to see it. So tell me what you think is your rankings. For now, though, fellas, if you're watching on YouTube, and for all of you here, I'm going to go to bed. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. I will talk to you later. Peace out. Big love. That's the wrong button. Bye-bye.